All righty. Well, welcome everybody to Monday Night Live. I'm Michelle Stuchel, Emerald Ambassador, and we are going to be talking tonight. We're going back to the basics and we're starting with recruiting. And if you are here, it is because you have goals and you have dreams and you have desires and you want to see your Plexus business grow, right? And if you raise your hand, if you were on Super Saturday and Leaders Retreat, was it not amazing? And did you not leave there thinking, I have got to work. I want to talk to all the people. Can I please start working? We were inspired, equipped, empowered, and now we are ready to hit the ground running, right? And here is, I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. Okay. Oh, whoops. Let's see. Share screen. Keynote.
Make sure that you are in speaker view and not gallery.
Okay. I want to make sure I'm in speaker view. Let's see. Hold on. Sorry about this. Can you all see my, whoops, play? Okay, you are screen sharing. Ashley, can you see my screen? Does it say recruiting? Is it big? Okay, great. Okay, so if you are, let me minimize this. Oh, why? Oh, whoops, I can't see my cursor. Hold on a second, people. I need to minimize all these little people. Okay, let me go back. Here is the deal. Those of you, you are here because you want to grow your Plexus business. And I hope that each and every one of you has the desire to be a jewel and a diamond, if not double diamond. And here is the truth. It is not a matter of will this business work? It is a matter of will you do what's necessary? Will you do the work? And will you do what it takes to make it happen? Will you do the heavy lifting, the personal growth, getting uncomfortable, do the hard things, learn new skills, and then have the grit to see it through? If you are and do, there are no limits to what you can achieve. The only way to not succeed is to quit. And here's the deal. There is only, where aren't you going slide? Why is it okay, hold on. I don't know why my screen is stuck. It's not going on. Okay, hold on a second, everybody. Yes, I don't know why my screen is stuck all of a sudden. Okay, let me stop the screen share. I don't even see my cursor. Whoops. Sorry, everybody. This is odd. There we go. Okay, can you still see my screen?
Click share screen again.
Okay, sorry, everybody. Little technical difficulties here. Share screen, keynote, share, play. Okay, 20% of this business is skill and 80% is mindset. So let's start there, okay? I want you to write this down. Your thoughts determine your beliefs, which determine your actions. Let me read that again. Your thoughts determine your beliefs, which determine your actions. And this is 100% of the time. If you believe that you can eat one piece of cake and be satisfied, guess what? You will eat one piece of cake. But if you believe, I just cannot have cake in this house, because if I do, I eat half the pan. Guess what? You're going to eat half the pan. This is a spiritual law that governs the universe. As a man thinks in his heart, so he is. So what are your thoughts about recruiting? When you sit down to send messages, what goes through your head? Are you excited because you know that what you have on your hands is gold, changing people's lives both physically and financially? Do you believe that people are hungry and waiting for what you have? Do you believe that your runners and happy product users are out there waiting for you and will join you at the right time, and that you are exactly the right person to bring this to them? Or do you believe that you're being pushy, or that you'll never find your people, or that dream teamer will never follow you? Success in recruiting begins with belief. Always, 100% of the time. My screen keeps getting stuck. This is very odd. Okay, I've got to stop the share again. This is very odd. Okay, build your belief. I don't know what made that
I
go.
think it just has a slight lag. So if you push the button
Oh,
and wait a couple seconds, because it just skipped several slides.
oh, okay. It sure did. Okay. So success in recruiting starts with belief. Thanks for being patient, everybody. Okay, so you've got to have belief in yourself. You can do this. You've got to have belief in our life-changing products, and you've got to have belief in network marketing. We really have one of the best industries on the planet. And the good news is that if you struggle with belief in any of these areas, you can build it. Here are some resources. If you have problems with believing in yourself, read Get Out of Your Head by Jenny Allen. We just did a book study on that. Switch on Your Brain or listen to Jim Rohn. If your issue is with the products, read Testimonies in Gut Health and Happiness. Read the product information sheets. Look up the ingredients. If it's a network marketing, read Go Pro, read Millionaire by Halftime, listen to Sarah Robbins, watch Diamond Docs, and get on our vision calls and watch the recordings. It is up to you to build your belief. No one can do it for you. And let me say it this way, whether you can or you can't, whether you think you can or you can't, you are right. Your thoughts determine your beliefs, which determine your actions every single time. Now, let me just make a mental note here. Having belief doesn't mean you won't have sweaty palms or have butterflies, okay? You can still have those feelings of nervousness and do it afraid. Just because you have a little bit of nervousness doesn't mean you don't have belief. And in fact, God gave us 365 do not fears in the Bible, one for every day. And here's a little Bible lesson for you. That root word fear actually means to run. So when God said, do not fear, he was actually saying, do not run. Don't run away. Send the daggone message. Do it afraid. You can do it. I was afraid to ride a bike at first, but now I'm not. Learning any new skill is like riding a bike. I wasn't perfect at first. It was a little scary, but I did it anyway, and you can too. Guess what? I'm not afraid to send messages anymore. And in your growth journey, there will always be some new skill to learn, always be butterflies. Do it anyway. It just means you are growing, okay? And here's the other part of this. When you are afraid, guess what? Your eyes are actually on yourself and not on the other person. What we are doing, the essence of recruiting is meeting a need. Your job is you are providing a solution to meet a need physically and financially. If I knew that, you've heard our team leaders say this 100 times, if your neighbor's house was burning down, would you be nervous to keep knocking on the door to get them out of the house if they were asleep? Of course not. You would bang the door down and get them out. You have something on your hands that can help people. And when you take your eyes off of yourself and put it and you could do that because you believe in what you have, on to the fact of what these products and this opportunity will do for the other people, it will fuel you with boldness to share. Okay, I hit the button, so I'm waiting for it. There's a lag. Okay, so the essence of recruiting is meeting a need, and the whole world has this need for health, right? Especially now, the whole world is looking and has health needs and financial needs. The number one fear that everybody has before they go to bed is money until they have a health need. And in today's world, people have both. Okay, so before we get into the nitty gritty about recruiting, let's talk about some normal expectations and what is normal. Okay, it is normal for 1 out of 10 people to respond to your messages. The reason I wanted to put this at the beginning is so that as you go through the recruiting process, you don't get upset when you send messages to 3 people and only one of them gets back to you. It is normal for only an average for 1 out of 10 people to respond to you. If you have high influence, if you're just starting out, maybe your response rate will be higher. But if you haven't been investing in people, if you don't have a lot of influence, it may be lower. But the good thing is that you can build that up, and that will be another call. But that is the average of your response rate. And that is why we say in this business, fast is easy and slow is hard. Because if you're only sending out 5 messages a week, guess what? It's going to take you 2 weeks for even one person to respond to you. So just have that understanding and that expectation going into it. It will really help you. And then know that it takes 8 to 12 exposures before people make a purchasing decision. I've actually heard some higher numbers because in this day and age, everybody is being bombarded with so many messages, especially when now the whole world is on Zoom. So just know you've got to be in it for the long haul, right? And so that's just gives you a normal expectation. If you've only reached out to somebody 6 times, guess what? Keep going. You're not even at 8 yet. You've simply loosened the lid. And if you stop, somebody else is going to come, open the jar, and take what you've done. It is normal for you to have to follow up with people. Okay, so you've got these expectations. Let's talk about the 3 stages of recruiting. Number 1, talking to new people about Plexus. Number 2, following up with people about Plexus. And number 3, closing and having them join your team. Now, let me say this. A lot of times when we talk about recruiting, we focus really heavily on the products, but we are not just talking about the products, okay? This can be the products and the opportunity. You can and should be recruiting with both. And here's the deal. You can ask 50 Jules whether they lead with the products or the opportunity, and it will probably be split down the middle. I mean, Brittany says she often leads with the products, but she never stays there. Christina will probably say that she leads more with the opportunity. And it's not that one is necessarily right or wrong, but just know a couple things. Number 1, guiding principles of recruiting. You've got to be authentic and find your voice. Don't try to be Christina. Don't try to be Brittany. Don't try to be Kayleen or me or April or Abby. You be you and find your voice, okay? This is about recruiting the products and the opportunity. And it is totally okay to start with the products. It's just not okay to stay there because none of us want just a business full of happy product users without duplication and sharing. And here's the most important thing. It's okay to be direct and it's okay to build rapport. People don't mind being direct or an agenda. What they mind is a hidden agenda. So a lot of times people ask, when is it appropriate to bring up Plexus in our conversation? And that's when you can be direct. It's okay to be direct, and it doesn't have to be, building relationship for months and months without talking about Plexus. You don't even have to go that far. You can have rapport. The key is to connect with the person so you don't, because none of us want to be salesy, right? We don't want to be salesy, and not being salesy comes in with building a connection, because you have to remember this is a people business and you are about solving and offering solutions, solving problems for that person, not just getting you a sale. Okay. You've probably heard this phrase, send, share, and invite. And this is the system that we have, okay? You send a message, and we're going to get into some samples in just a minute. You send a message to bring up Plexus to begin with. And then you share by using a tool. And Bob Heilig says it this way: the less you talk, the more money you will make. So you send a message, you share a video, a testimony, a product information sheet, and then you can invite to an event. You actually do very little talking in the whole process. What you are doing is connecting, asking a lot of good questions, and then using tools to provide the answers to the needs that you are finding. Okay, so let's talk about talking to new people about Plexus. Stage number 1. It has to start with your list, okay? Everybody knows people. Your family, your friends, your Facebook friends, everybody has a network. And Your Facebook friends and your family is a great place to start. And know this, your list is a work in progress. You will always be adding to your list, always be expanding your network, adding friends, because your current contacts are a finite amount of people. There are always more people to talk to. So just know that it's a list in progress, okay? You're going to be adding to it. So that's a great place to start. Okay, let's talk about sample messages and how do you bring this up? Now, you're going to notice in all of these messages, I spend time connecting first, not just, okay, let me just read this. Okay. Hey, Jen, how was your weekend? Are you guys watching the game tonight? I always want to, but I can never stay up that late. Hashtag truth. That picture of your kids at the birthday party this weekend was adorable. I took the time to go to her Facebook profile page and see something that I could connect with her about instead of just randomly sending a message. Does that make sense? Okay. This may or may not be for you, but I've been using something for the past few years that has really helped me so much with energy, come off allergy meds, I'm sleeping better, have improved digestion, and overall feel great. I know you're a busy mom and thought maybe this is something you could benefit from as well. If I sent you a short 3-minute video, would you be open to checking it out? This is the formula. Connect. In that phrase, this may or may not be for you. I love because it lets people off the hook. There's no pressure and it gives them an out. And then here's the magic phrase at the end. If I would you. We are not in the business of just sending people videos and testimonies without their permission. That is obnoxious. We want permission because, again, we are in the business of solving needs and building relationships. Okay, here's another one. You'll see it's very similar. Hey, Morgan, happy Monday. Did you guys do anything fun this weekend? I was in Atlanta and had a great time. I love the quote you posted the other day. It really encouraged me. I'm curious if anyone has ever taken the time to share Plexus with you. I'm not sure if you've seen any of my journey, but it's changed my life so much. It's helped me and so many of my friends with energy, sleep, and mood, and I thought you may benefit from it too. If I sent you a short 3-minute video, would you be open to watching it and giving me some feedback? I like that last phrase, give me some feedback, because it's also asking for their opinions, regardless of what they decide for themselves. You're engaging them in the process, and it's not salesy or pushy at all. Okay, this has a little bit more wording, but it's actually really fun, and I like this message too. Hey, Amy, how was your weekend? Same thing, connect. I know that as women, we can all benefit from a little TLC. I may have gotten this message from Christina. I was wondering if you heard of Plexus or seen me mention it in my stories or feed. It's been a huge help to our whole family. And then I give my testimony. I love sharing it with like-minded ladies. If I sent you a little video, would you check it out and give me some feedback? It may or may not be for you, but maybe you even know someone I could help. If not, no worries. I'm still so glad we connected, and I look forward to continuously following your crew. The video is only 3 minutes long. Are you open to checking it out? So you can see very non-threatening and very easy. Okay. Oh, okay. Now this is when you have uncovered a need. Say you find somebody who just posted day 8 of a migraine, or, you talk to somebody and they show you a need. It's fine to be direct without uncovering a need, but if you're in conversations with people and you discover something, here's a way that you can address that. Connect. Okay, I've been thinking about you so much. I remember you mentioning the migraines you were having. This may or may not be for you, but I know a lot of people just like you that have been helped with the plant-based supplements I've taken. If I sent you some info, would you be open to checking it out? Now, I will say this. Before I send a message like this, I will connect with people and ask a lot of questions so it doesn't just seem like I'm trying to slap a Band-Aid on them. Like, I'm so sorry, I saw your post that you were, struggling with migraines. How long have you been dealing with that? And just get them talking and really care about the person. Okay, here is a message about the opportunity. Hey, Amy, how was your weekend? Did you guys do anything fun? I was in Atlanta and now catching up on life, including mountains of laundry. Hashtag truth. I've been thinking about you so much. I remembered you mentioning taking a dream vacation sometime in life, and I get it. This may or may not be for you, but you are hardworking, you love people, and you are so much fun. I know that if you ever decided to do this, you would be wildly successful. Are you at all open to taking a look at what I'm doing? Maybe it could be a huge blessing to your family as it has been to ours. This is the key about messaging about the opportunity, is that you are calling out what you see in them, their qualities, and why they would be successful. You don't even need to put much in there about it, but are they open to taking a look, right? And let me say this. I don't remember if I said this before. If you lead with the products, it's really hard to then go back and say, well, hey, do you want to take a look at this opportunity? When they've already said no to that. But if, like Rami says in Get Over Yourself, if you lead with the opportunity, it's much easier to then default to the products and then get them involved because they've already said no to you once. Maybe they want to try what you are offering. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so let's talk about stage two. Say they say, yes, I'm open to checking it out. Here are just some of my favorite videos, and I'll put this PowerPoint in the files of Freedom Team, but I have these saved to a note on my phone, and that's literally the lingo I send to people about the Jim Logan video, the new corporate triplex video, microbiome video, the old triplex video, and Christina's, just depending on who they are. And I have that saved to my phone. And then for tools for the opportunity, I love that call, The Business of Gut Health, that was in Biz, Plexus Biz. I love Diamond Docs, and I love our vision casting recordings. Brittany has some, Christina, Kayleen, I think April has one. I have a couple. Those are really, really, really powerful, especially because they're right here, right? It's not like people are successful 10 states away, 8 levels away. Now, here's the key. When they say yes, you have to say this. When do you have time to check it out? Or when should I check back with you? Make them set the appointment. Have them set it, because then they will hold to their word. I don't have time now, maybe after I put the kids to bed or tomorrow morning. And then be diligent, be a professional, and check back in. Okay? And we'll get to what you say after that. Okay, let's talk about stage 2, the follow-up. Have any of you sent a message and then you get ignored? Yeah, hashtag all of us. Okay, normal. And this is what I say. I connect with them, same connection. I know life is crazy busy for everyone. It is for me over here too. I'm not sure if you had a chance to see my message above, or if you've already sent them a video, check out that video I sent you. Plexus has truly been a game changer for our whole family, et cetera, not to mention what it's done financially. Is now a better time for you to take a look? Give people an out, give them the benefit of the doubt. I mean, what if they just looked at the message at a red light like I've done a million times and then the light turns green? People are busy and Plexus is not on their minds. They're not living, drinking, eating, breathing Plexus like we are. Give them the benefit of the doubt. And I love that line. I know life is crazy busy, because it takes the pressure off. Okay. Same type of thing. I know we haven't had a chance to connect yet, but wondered if now is a better time to share with you more about Plexus. If I sent you the quick video, would you be open to taking a look to see if it's something that could benefit you? Is this a better time? Okay, same type of thing, crazy busy for everyone. Sometimes I think if my head weren't attached to my body, I'd lose it. Truth. I'm curious if you've had a chance to watch that video I sent you. I'd love to know what you could relate to and what you liked the best. And those are the questions that I love, because I want to prime them for positive thoughts about Plexus. I never ask, tell me your thoughts, what were your opinions, but I will always ask, I'd love to know what you could relate to and what you liked the best. Okay, so when they come back, I just said that. What did you like the best? What could you relate to? And then you get them talking. And then what I usually do is they say, oh, I could relate to the energy. Oh, I could relate to wanting to lose weight. Oh, I could relate to, being tired all the time. I will find a testimony in Gut Health and Happiness or a Diamond Doc and not just tag them in it, but tag and then send them the post, because I can barely keep up with tags that people tag me on. You want to put another testimony in their hand to give them more third-party validation. You can invite to an event, a sip and share online event. And then the third stage is very simple, people. It's closing. Whoops, I'm not excited for them to feel better. I'm excited for them to feel better. And if they get talking right away, oh, I loved the way this person felt. I loved hearing they didn't struggle with this anymore. I say, that's awesome. Are you ready to get started? I am so excited for you to feel better. I am so excited for you not to have to struggle with this. Does this sound like something you're ready to do? Listen, people, you have not because you ask not. You have got to ask for the close. If you are not asking for the close, you are doing all of this for nothing. All they can do is say no. There's nothing wrong with that. They know that you sell plexus. Newsflash, they know that. And all you're saying is, are you ready? Are you excited? Okay. If they're not ready, just ask them what would help you get started. What would help move the needle? There's nothing wrong with that question. I actually love it because it could uncover some objections. And in the meantime, you keep building the relationship. You keep following up 8 to 12. Now, let me tell you, the last 3 joins that I've had 3 joins this month so far. I've been following up with these people one for a year and a half, one for a year and a half, and one for 6 months. And as I went back and I scrolled through the messages, it wasn't just about plexus. I kept up the relationship. There's nothing wrong with being direct, but don't be a jerk. Be interested in their lives. Ask them what they did for Christmas. Ask them what's going on with their lives. Don't just be concerned with plexus. I mean, you don't have to be best friends with them, but build rapport. Show them that you care about them as a person, not just what they can do for you as a number. Really care about them. And then, yes, absolutely keep following up the 8 to 12 exposures. And people, the only way to fail is to quit. That is the only way to fail. You keep reaching out. You keep using tools. And if you know everything about the products, don't set yourself up as the expert. Use the tools. Keep inviting, keep connecting, keep asking questions, and they will all join you. The only way to fail is to quit. So I hope this inspires you. I hope this equips you to keep going, fuel your belief, and happy recruiting. I can't wait to see all these new joins. And that's all I have. Okay, stop share.
Stop recording.
Yeah, stop recording.